What's up, everybody? Tanner Larson here, and I wanted to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I know you're busy, I know your time is valuable, and I'll make this as brief as possible, but I've got some really exciting stuff to share with you regarding Amazon, Amazon FBA, selling physical products on Amazon, and I promise you I'd get you this information as quickly as I could, so here it is. All right, so this video is going to be Let's Talk Amazon, right? And what I'm going to cover in this, fairly short video is three things. I'm going to show you proof. Do I actually know what I'm talking about when I say Amazon? Can I actually show you that it works? Am I credible in any way, what shape or form? Okay, so I'm going to show you that. I'm also going to show you what works and what are the different options out there. We've talked about amazing selling machines, the Proven Amazon course, things like that. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about those and give you the pros and cons and kind of where my stance is on those different courses and the training options that are out there. And then finally, I'm going to show you how you can get started selling on Amazon with physical products, private labeling, and making good money the right way without having to invest a fortune in the training, which you shouldn't have to do, and we'll talk about that in a moment, okay? So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into some proof. Okay, so here's a little bit of income proof. Now guys, please understand, I don't say this to brag, but rather just to point out, hey, I'm walking the walk, I'm talking the talk, and I actually know what I'm doing. This is income proof from one account. Okay, I have multiple Amazon FBA businesses. I'll tell you guys about that in a second, all right? But this is from one of my Amazon seller accounts, okay, under one business, okay, one LLC. And I started, the first sale we made in pay period we were entered in was January 29th, 2014. You can see it at the bottom. That 2-week pay period, we made $536 in sales. And as you can see, every 2 weeks since then, it's gone up and up and up and up and up to the current pay period, which actually ends on the 23rd of April. But when I took the screenshot, it was the 19th. So there's actually, several days left of sales to pack in there before that number becomes a total deposit number. All right, so if you just take the numbers on the screen, we're talking about $69,000 worth of sales in just 82 days with only one private labeled product. Okay, this is in one product, one category, one specifically targeted niche, on all shipped through Amazon FBA. Okay, no, I'm not shipping any products myself. I sourced the product in China, brought it into the US, sent it to Amazon. They're doing all the work. Okay, so can it be done? Yes. Are all my accounts this awesome? No. We have new products that are starting out. I have different businesses. We're in different markets. We're starting out, but hey, I'm proving to you that this can in fact work. Okay, so ranking proof. The most important thing about Amazon is not just getting a product on there. You have to get it ranked because Amazon has its own internal search traffic. You want to be ranked well inside of Amazon so you can attract and make lots of sales, right? So look at this. Here's another product of ours that started out ranked 32,000 in our top category, 32,000, almost 33,000, all right? 8 days later, we were ranked 660, so we were within the top 1,000, which is a very big deal on Amazon, okay? We're number 2 in our actual core category, top 100 in a third level category, and we're continuing to improve, all right? Now, this is we've never dipped below this since, okay? We've gone up as high as around 200, but the 660 range seems to be about our normal sitting point right now with our current level of sales and traffic, all right? So, 8 days. I know people that have been on Amazon for years and have never gotten above like the 5,000 mark or the 10,000 mark, all right? So, I know how to rank products. I know how to make this happen on Amazon, okay? Here's another sales snapshot from another month-to-date sales taken, April 20th, shows 517 units ordered with total product sales of over $40,000 with an average sale price of $86.58. So I'm showing you this. Why? Because I'm showing you I'm not just selling nickel and dime products. We are actually selling, some of our products are higher ticket, okay? $70, $80, $90, okay, is our retail price. And we make, on every product we sell, we make over a 50% net margin. If we don't make 50%, we don't sell the product. And there's specific ways to go about that, okay? So, organic sales proof. It's one thing if you can drive traffic, and you should be able to drive traffic, and I can help you with that. But the allure and the cool thing about Amazon is Amazon has its own internal search traffic. So what I wanted to show you was one of our quote-unquote bad products. All right, now this is the very first product I ever launched on Amazon, and one that I have actually kind of neglected because I've been so excited about some of these other products. As you can see, from March 15th until March 27th, we were making an average, say over 10 sales a day, 10, 12, 13 sales a day, right? Sometimes up or more. And then on the 25th, 26th, 27th, we started dropping down. This is when we started running out of inventory. Amazon had to shuttle inventory from different places, and we had a couple things on reserve. And my mistake was I didn't time the reorder of inventory properly, and we wound up going out of stock. And the new supply of inventory just made it into the US yesterday. It's in customs right now. It won't even make it to Amazon until next Tuesday or Wednesday. So this product has been out of stock since the 27th, okay, because of my screw up. Not because it's not selling, but because I didn't time the inventory purchasing right on this specific product. Now I'm better at it. I've learned, you know, it's a learning process. But organic sales, all these sales are not from outside driven traffic. These are just from internal organic sales. And you can see we're pretty much having $1,000 average days every single day. All right. Just from organic search. Okay. So this one product is worth roughly $30,000 a month in gross sales. Okay. Again, not to brag, but rather to show you I am walking the walk, and I actually know what I'm talking about when it comes to Amazon selling, okay? Now, let's talk real quickly about some of the training options out there, because I know this is a big issue right now with the big ASM launch going on and all the hoopla and marketers pummeling you with bonuses and just telling you you're a horrible person if you don't buy a $3,000 course and all things like that. So let's talk about your options. Now, really, there are two main options out there. The first one is Amazing Selling Machines, ASM, okay? This is the big one. It's a $3,500 course with 8 weeks of content that they drip out to you week by week, okay? And it teaches what is the best model on Amazon, which is private labeling products, sourcing products from domestic, overseas, wherever, having the manufacturer private label them with your own brand, your own information, your own company name, your own logo, and then allowing you to ship them to Amazon and letting Amazon pick, pack, fulfill, and sell it for you. Okay, that is the best model, and Amazon Selling Machines is teaching that. Okay, the problem with Amazon Selling Machines that I have is, now I have been through this course. Okay, I've watched every minute of video, I've read every PDF, I've touched every piece of software, I've done it all. Okay. As I went through this course, I realized it was not good enough for me. And I was looking at the course, not so much for me, but for, hey, can I give this to my friends or family and say, hey, here's how you can learn the basics to get up to speed, and then I can help you after that. And it wasn't even good enough for that, okay? Because it's just, in my opinion, it is way too little valuable content spread out over way too long of a time. There's no reason it should take you 8 weeks to assimilate and understand the information to get started, okay? You can understand the information in a matter of hours if it was presented to you, and you could be getting started over those 8 weeks rather than being forced to wait to get the information. Additionally, they're very sparse on what they actually give you. When they need to show you something like, when they need to give you a screenshot video where they're showing you their computer screen and showing you how they're manipulating a product or doing something, instead of doing that, they do a talking head video. Okay, why? Because they don't want to show you anything. All right. Now, the guys are great. Jason and Matt, they're good guys, but it makes it very hard to succeed when you're only getting bits and pieces. And there are some significant areas of the course that are just really lacking, like marketing. Their idea of marketing is to create a YouTube video and do a press release. Okay, that is not, and if you guys know anything about me, that is not marketing, and that is not how I market. That is not going to make you any kind of significant income, and that is not going to help you take a product from the 30,000 mark to the 600 mark, and where it is making you, $10, $20, $30,000 in sales a month. You want to do a YouTube video and a press release? Great. You may get a trickle of 1 to 2 sales a day. Okay, that is not effective. All right, and that's like the extent of their marketing training, which is the most important part in my opinion. Okay, so that is why it's people, you can succeed with it. Don't get me wrong. You can succeed. There's been a lot of success stories, and I'm not knocking the model. Okay. My thing is if they were going to sell this course, in my opinion, it should be much, much cheaper. Personally, I know that I could teach everything they teach in their 8-week course in about 4.5 hours and give you more detail, more actionable information that much quicker and get you into going that much quicker. So, and I wouldn't charge you $3,500 to do it because that level of information they're providing is not, the base value is not worth $3,500. Okay, the ROI is there if you take action, but I don't believe it's worth that for you guys. Okay, and this is my opinion from personally going through it. All right. The other option is the Proven Amazon course. Okay, this is the PAC course by Jim Cockrum. All right, now And if you want volume of information, Jim is your guy. The PAC course is huge. Okay, it's a giant members area with more stuff stuck every which possible place in the world you could ever find. It's very kind of chaotic, but it's very good training. The problem that I have with it is that the main focus of that course is on what we call retail arbitrage FBA. So it's basically going around and buying wholesale lots, finding items that are on sale, going to your targets, going to the clearance section, going to other stores in the clearance section, and buying products that are already selling on like brand items, and then reselling them through Amazon FBA. Okay, the problem that I have with this model is it is a whole lot of work for a little bit of return. Now, there are guys doing $100,000 a month doing the retail arbitrage method, but their margins are never more than about 30%. The average retail arbitrage margin on FBA is around 20 to 25%. Okay, whereas with my private label model that we follow, our average margin is, well, our personal margin is no less than 50%, but we don't show anything less than a 40% margin. If you can't make 40% net, don't touch it, okay? So there's two different ways. Now, Jim has been promising that there is going to be some private label information and a whole focused course released in PAC. Okay. As of yet, it has not been released. I have not seen it. I was just in the members area not too long ago. There is a couple bits of information on private labeling, but it's very basic. It's generic, and it doesn't really give you the meat and potatoes that you need to start from scratch and build a business, sourcing product, labeling it, branding it, and selling it on Amazon. Okay. Now, if Jim ever does get it released, it'll probably be good. Jim stuff is great. Okay. But as of yet, it's not there. And if you want to do retail arbitrage because you don't want to source, okay, then that's the answer for you. But if you want to do the private label model that all of us are doing, that ASM teaches, that I teach, that I believe in, then PAC is not the course for you. Okay. So those are the main two options out there. Okay. But here's how I can help you, all right? I told you guys that I was working on a solution, and I am. So here's the deal. I have my own Amazon FBA course coming out, all right? Now, for those of you guys who know me, and if you're watching this video, you probably do know me. You've probably bought some of my products, and you know the way I teach. I am very thorough. I'm very nitty-gritty. I am actually famous for the nitty-gritty, in-depth detail of the way I train. Dr. Ben Adkins has been quoted as saying it's nauseous. It's just like the nauseating detail of which Tanner teaches is incredible. Okay, that's how I teach. And my course is going to be like that. And it is going to be the biggest course I have released in years. Okay, it's going to cover everything from the beginners, from sourcing to how I actually evaluate products, to how I rank them, to my spreadsheet calculation formulas, to how I do the packaging, how I position the product, how I make it different, how I can charge a premium price, all the way up to selling, marketing, Facebook, ads, I mean, the whole gamut. And then how to take that product off of Amazon, keep it selling there and sell it elsewhere, and then how to layer in continuity and all kinds of other different models that you could potentially want at a later state, all right? So it's going to be the gamut, okay? And I want you to have this course, okay? The problem and the catch, there's only one catch, is that it won't be available for at least 15 weeks, all right? The reason for that, as you guys again may know, in less than 9 weeks, I am hosting the Sustainable Online Business Summit in Orlando. That's a 2-day marketing event where I will be teaching physical products. I will be teaching internet marketing. I will be teaching paid traffic, Facebook, everything for 2 days straight on stage, okay? 9 weeks away, I've got a ton of stuff I have to do leading up to that event, all right? And then the very week after that event, my family and I are moving from Texas back to Nevada to move home. After my wife has just graduated from school, we're moving home. We bought a house in Reno. It's sitting there waiting for us. We can't even live there until after my event. So we've got a cross-country move coming up right after that. So with that much stuff going on, I don't have time to get the course out in anything less than 15 weeks, all right? But trust me, you guys do not want to wait that long to get started. This is, if you wait 15 weeks, the opportunity will still be there, but you will have lost so much ground in terms that you could have already had taken care of. You could have already been up making money, and 15 weeks later, you could have been putting the advanced finishing touches on your business rather than just starting out, okay? And I don't want you to wait that long to get started either, okay? I do want you to have my course because, I mean, I won't release anything that's not just totally awesome. I never have, and I never will. But I don't want you to have to wait 15 weeks at least to get started either. So I have worked out a very awesome alternative, and I really worked hard on this. for you that will give you the best of both worlds, okay? So, first, but before I actually tell you what it is, let me tell you about my secret weapons as to how I worked out this deal, okay? So, my secret weapon, number one, is Dave Tropiano, okay? Dave is actually the guy, I met him maybe about a year ago, not quite a year, all right? Now, I would not have given Dave a second thought. I wouldn't even listen to him. He had no interest. He didn't even come across my radar really other than more than a blip. Now, that's not to say that Dave's not an awesome dude, but he didn't come into my focus range until this guy, Andre Chaperone. Okay, now Andre is one of the most respected marketers around. I highly think very highly of him. I promoted most of his products. I own most of his products as a customer. I've worked with Andre. Andre is the guy behind Autoresponder Madness, Autoresponder Bully, Affiliate Bully, and Tiny Little Businesses. Okay, incredible marketer, multiple seven figures, lives in Spain right now. He travels around the world. But Andre is the guy that said, hey, Tanner, you need to listen to Dave. Dave is one of these guys that you would not even know existed. An underground marketer doing some crazy things on Amazon, way beyond what the ASM guys think. So when Andre told me that, then I started paying attention to Dave. And Dave actually had a training course come out that I bought as a customer because Andre told me to. Okay, and I looked at him like, holy cow, this guy's incredible. Now, a little bit about Dave. Okay. Dave has been in the e-commerce world since like 2004, okay? And before that, he was one of the guys behind the whole AdSense boom. He's been around since before StomperNet and really been around the industry kind of as an underground marketer, making ridiculous amounts of money, doing some crazy things all the way up. He jumped on the e-commerce bandwagon in about 2004, and for the past 2 years, he's been selling on Amazon as an FBA seller, okay? Now, Dave has 3 different product lines across 3 different, categories, okay? 3 totally different categories and product lines, okay? Combined, these product lines bring him over 7 figures a year just selling on Amazon, all right? And on top of that, that's awesome enough, but his wife also, she and a partner have their own custom jewelry line that they sell on Amazon in stores and salons all across the U.S., that they actually, and it's completely custom. I mean, they have the designs, they outsource the manufacturing to China, it's imported, it's packaged, it's shipped, it's sold, it's distributed, and that's another business that's about to top the 7-figure mark. Okay, so between the two of them, him and his wife and Andre, they've got a serious powerhouse of knowledge, okay? And that's why I started paying attention to these guys. When I went through Dave's course and Andre's course, I was blown away. I already knew most of the stuff, but the way he taught, it was like, I still picked up all kinds of little nuggets as I went through it, and it really, really helped. It made me feel like I was watching one of my own courses in terms of the detail and attention paid, okay? So what I did was I convinced these guys to give me access to their private Amazon training, okay? This is the same training, it's called FBA Fast Track, that I purchased originally that helped me get my start on Amazon, okay? This is when I first wanted to get into Amazon. FBA Fast Track is the product that helped me get there. It's the one that filled in the holes around the things I didn't already know. Because conceptually, most of us already know how to do it. We know you source a product from China or domestically or whatever, you get it shipped in, you package it up, you list it on Amazon, and you sell it, right? That's the conceptual model. But all the details, that's where you need the meat, okay? And that's where ASM falls flat on its face. But FBA Fast Track is awesome, okay? So this course is not even on the market. They released it one time. That was when I bought it. Has not been released since. I convinced them to give me access to it so that I can give it to you guys, okay? So here's the special deal I worked out for you, and it is pretty freaking awesome, okay? Now, first of all, it is time limited, all right? This deal expires April 24th at 11:59 Eastern Time. You will see why, because not only are you getting a deal, did I have to fight Andre and Dave to get me access to it for you, but additionally, I'm also devaluing my own product line and my own assets to give you this crazy deal, and I can't do that for long because that's not a good business decision. But I want you guys to have the best possible experience, okay? So let me walk you through it real quick. You are going to receive, as part of this deal, FBA Fast Track. Okay, this is the nuts and bolts Amazon course taught the way it needs to be taught. It takes you from the beginning all the way through, from the nitty gritty. How to set up your Amazon seller account. How to set it up if you don't live in the US. How to sell on Amazon if you're not from the US. How to set up your banking. How to set up all this stuff. How do you set up your categories? Then it talks about product sourcing. How do you figure out what types of products could sell or are worth selling? How do you research that? How do you categorize it? How do you get out there and then source the product? Where do you go? Where do you avoid sourcing? What kind of things you need to be aware of? How do you talk to the supplier? How do you get your samples? How do you get a minimum order? How do you do all of this stuff? How do you package it? How do you private label it? How do you list it? It covers all this. This is, like I said, the nuts and bolts. How do you get it selling? How do you get your reviews? And step by step all the way through. This course is like, it's broken down into two different modularized parts, but it covers everything from A to Z on how to get up and going with Amazon. But on top of that, you're also going to get their Beyond Amazon advanced training, because see, Dave is on Amazon too, but he's also been in the e-commerce world for a long time. So he shows you how to take your same exact product that you're already selling and expand it to other markets, how you can build out your own e-commerce store to soak up additional traffic, okay? How you can take that same product, let Amazon fulfill it for you and sell it across multiple networks, including Amazon, Amazon, your own e-commerce store, eBay, Quibids, and a lot of the other auction sites out there, right? And it's all still automatic fulfillment. All right. He's got some really cool training. He also goes into some really detailed traffic and organic marketing and different things like that to help you actually sell your product. Again, my biggest gripe with ASM was the fact that there was no marketing training. Dave has some really good marketing training from how he actually does it. And Dave is in a number of markets. He's in the supplement market, which many people want to get into. He's also in a market inside of the clothing and accessories market. He's also in another market inside of the like home improvement market, okay? So he knows how to do this marketing across a number of different product categories. He has one method in particular. It's called the bitch slap. Excuse my French. When you watch that, you're going to be blown away. It shows you exactly how to rank and how to dominate your competition very quickly on Amazon. It's one of the coolest things I've learned from him, and it's inside this Amazon training. All right. Now, these two things by itself would be more than enough to get you into profit and doing very, very well. Okay. It worked for me. I fully endorse it. It's awesome. However, when it comes to me, I'm always about giving you that next level success, that next level training, and I want you to be even more successful, right? So, you're also going to get my FBA Success Multiplier Package, okay? And this is where things get really awesome, because I want you to have my course, I want you to have this course, and I want you to be able to put it all together, right? So that's what my FBA Success Multiplier Package does, okay? Now, you can read about the multiplier package in detail on the page that this video is on. Below this video, you can read about all that stuff, okay? But what I will do real quickly is just briefly go over each of the components so you can see it, okay? So, the Success Multiplier Package is actually 6 different components. Component number 1 is a locked-in discount for my advanced Amazon FBA course. Okay, the course that I'm releasing in 15 weeks, okay, this is going to be a high-ticket course, $397 minimum price point. All right, and it's going to cover you everything that this Amazon Fast Track covers, but a whole lot more as well. It's going to be basically the pinnacle of product development that I've ever done. All right. It's going to be a very expensive course, all right? However, I don't want you to have to pay that. And because you're already going to be buying the Amazon Fast Track course, I'm going to give you a huge locked-in price discount for my Amazon course. So you'll pay less than anybody else in the market will, and that's a guaranteed price. No matter what I charge, you will only pay the fixed price. And I'm not even going to say what it is right now because I put it on the page, and I want you to just be blown away when you see how low it is, okay? But that's the way I can give you this course, because it's too big to just give away, because that's not smart business when it comes to devaluing my product. But I am going to hook you up with the killer discount, okay? And by that point, you're already going to be making money with Amazon anyway, so it will be a sound business investment to help you take your business to the next level, all right? Bonus number 2 is a double whammy strategy session, all right? This is with me and Dave Tropiano, the guy behind FBA Fast Track and the guy I learned my Amazon information from, okay? Now, another thing I didn't tell you about Dave is my event in Orlando, the SOB Summit, is me on stage for 2 days talking. I'm very, very critical about the people that I allow to speak to my customers and my students and things like that. I have a genius session with a couple other marketers, okay, where I'm bringing a couple very specific people in to talk about specific topics. Dave is one of those guys. I am letting him address my guys, and he's not pitching, he's just teaching. And I'm asking him to come down and teach at my event. That's how highly I value his information, okay? And this double whammy strategy session is me and Dave on a webinar with you, answering all your questions, doing critiques, helping you evaluate products, answering questions, showing you examples, showing you tricks, tips, and everything you could ever want, okay? The last double whammy strategy session that I did was I think it lasted over 2 hours. So there is some serious help here for you guys when you need it. And you will already had access to the course. You'll already have been able to go through it. So this is kind of a fast start training for you and support group so that you can keep going quickly without getting hung up on things you don't understand or may be stuck on, okay? Bonus number 3 is my new Let's Get Physical Facebook Mastermind, okay? I am building out a new mastermind that's going to be released as a paid option with my high-ticket Facebook ads course, or Facebook ads, excuse me, my Fulfilled by Amazon course, okay? However, you're going to get free lifetime access to it. Now, you guys basically get to be the founding members, charter members, if you will, of my Facebook mastermind group, that where it's all about Amazon selling, physical products, private labeling, and it's a real mastermind. We're going to be sharing case studies. You're going to be asking your questions and helping other members. And it's a big group collective of physical product sellers, okay? And nobody will be in there who doesn't have this same kind of focus in their business, okay? And you get free lifetime access to that. And again, I want to be one of the founding members to help this out. So my team's in there, I'm in there, my coaching students are in there, and it is going to be a very, very powerful group moving forward in terms of building out your Amazon business. Number 4 is my Money Machine Facebook ad marketing and Facebook FBA marketing, okay? Now, what is this all about? Marketing is the key to selling products and making the crazy numbers that you can make on Amazon, right? Amazon will not sell your product if it doesn't sell on its own, okay? So you have to drive some traffic. The more traffic you drive, the more money you make, all right? I'm going to take you through list building, paid traffic list building, paid traffic straight to offer, pre-sale pages, how I'm getting 16 to 24% conversions on my Amazon listing page, which is normally unheard of. Most people are getting around 1 to 2%, okay? But we are marketers. I know what I'm doing here, and I've taken what I can do and applied it to Amazon, and it's crushing it. It's doing incredibly well. I'm going to teach you all of my systems, okay? You're also going to have access to my personal physical product photographer, okay? Amazon photography is a very critical thing. Product photography is very important to the success of your products on Amazon, yet it's one area that nobody talks about, okay? So I'm going to give you access to my personal photographer who I have full-time on my staff to handle all my photography needs. He'll even be at my event taking pictures, okay? What he's going to do is he'll be in the mastermind group. He'll be in networking with us, answering questions, helping you out with some of your photography stuff. And if you decide that the photography is too complicated for you and you don't want to deal with it, he's going to give you $100 off coupons for any of his Amazon photography packages that he does to help people get their products out there. Okay, so he knows exactly what Amazon needs. You can send him your product. He'll do all the pictures for you, send them back to you already optimized to be added to Amazon. Okay. And you have access to him, but you can also ask him questions in the mastermind, okay? For those of you that want to do it yourself. But this guy this is what he does. He actually has his own Amazon business, and he's a partner in one of my other Amazon businesses as well, okay? So he knows his stuff when it comes to product photography, as well as that's what he does, he's a professional photographer, okay? And finally, bonus number 6 is my live reviews and ranking case study, okay? Again, like we were saying earlier, nothing matters if you can't rank. Nothing matters if you don't have reviews, okay? And the thing is that most people don't have a good way to do that, all right? We have what we call a Kickstart campaign that we apply to every product that we launch on Amazon, all right? And this Kickstart campaign takes us from 0 to over 50 reviews minimum in a matter of days and takes our ranking usually from 20 or 30 pages deep in Amazon to page 1, again, usually within a week to 2 days, or 2 days to a week, okay? Sometimes a little bit longer, but most of the time it's pretty much within a week we are on the first page, if not at the very top of the first page, and we get a ton of reviews, okay? And I'm going to be doing this live. And what I mean by that, I'm going to be showing you one of my actual products that we're going to have brand new, that we're just launching from the ground up. I'm going to show you how we get it on Amazon, how we get it selling, and you're going to see the numbers. You're going to see how we get the reviews. You can participate in it. And you're going to be able to have the link to the product and everything else. Okay. Now the catch here is, guys, I will make you sign a non-disclosure, non-compete agreement with me if you want to see this information, because I am not interested in helping people rip me off. But if you can be honest and you can have integrity, I would be happy to show you and let you see inside of my business on this product to how you can do it yourself. Okay. I think that's totally fair. All right, so these are the 6 bonuses. Again, you can read all the details of these 6 bonuses below on the page. So I'm not going to really go through any more of the details on them right now because, you know, this video is getting a little long and I promised you I'd try to keep it short. So to get access to this entire package, okay, you have to buy Fast Track. You got to buy the FBA Fast Track course so you can have access to it, right? And then you get access to everything else. So what you need to do is go to tanman.us/fast track, okay? And now the cart opens Monday, April 21st at 12 noon Eastern time. That's the first time you'll actually be able to buy it, all right? And my package in this deal, I was only able to secure it for 4 days, okay? So Thursday, April 24th at 11:59 Eastern time, it's done. My package is off the market. Fast Track is off the market. You are out of luck if you wait beyond that time. So you have 4 days to grab this entire package, okay? And again, the cost is going to be negligible compared to the $3,500 ridiculousness that Amazon's amazing selling machine is trying to charge you, okay? So with that said, guys, check out the rest of the page here. If you have any other questions, click one of the links on the page or click the Fast Track link here or type in the Fast Track link, tanman.us/fast track to take advantage of all the details and take advantage of this package so that we can get you started and help you make money with Amazon. With that said, guys, talk to you soon. See ya.